Hello. All right. I am here for week 12 update of Heather getting back to goal. And I am happy to say that before my 8-year anniversary, I have achieved my goal. My goal has always been, since hitting my weight, to be between 150 and 160. I was 157.6 today on the scale, and my average weight is 158.2. So totally in my range. Through the month of January, my goal is to bring my average down to 154 to 157 average weight. So I'll kind of be updating you guys on that. But there's a couple factors I wanted to talk about today. One is, do not become disenchanted with your progress. I'm currently doing a deep dive on Stoic philosophy and our issues with desire. We desire the things we don't have, and we don't want the things that we once desired when we acquire them. So when people struggle with weight loss, what it usually is I think I want to achieve X, I achieve it, then I'm not satisfied and I want more. So like, for instance, the last time my average weight was 158, in the 158 range, was October 2018. The Heather that floundered all of 2019 until October would have killed to have been where I'm at right now. She would have been thrilled. But then there is the day-to-day Heather, who maybe she steps on the scale and she's not seeing progress happening quicker than a third to a half a pound per week, and she starts to feel anxious and antsy and wants to see more and more and more and more. You can quickly lose sight of the you of 6 months ago, the you of 9 months ago, a year ago, and not really keep in mind that the person who maybe started this journey, or the person who was not where you are today, would love to be in your shoes. And that is a really big, if you're thinking, okay, Heather, how am I going to keep this weight off? How am I going to finish my journey? It's to actually be grateful for where you are, truly. Like, to be excited every day when you see the progress you've made, even if for, say, a month, you've made no progress. Because the reality is, whatever progress you've made, whether you lost 20 pounds, 10 pounds, 50 pounds, there's a version of you from the past who would be like, yes, look at you being down 10, 50, 20 pounds. That's fabulous. But the you day to day has become accustomed to seeing that weight range, right? It's not a big deal anymore. Familiarity breeds contempt, right? You now see that on a regular basis, so you don't value it the same. So what I would encourage you to do is reflect on where you were 6 months ago, a year ago. Look at all the progress you've made, even if it took you years to get here, and really think about, what would that version of me thought in this journey if she could see where I am today, or he could see where I am today. The other thing that I wanted to mention is, when I finally did open up to the community in October, up until that point, I kept thinking, oh, I'll get it together. I'll start this. I'll make this happen. It wasn't until I proclaimed what I was going to do, because when I said it out loud and I told the community and I decided I was going to start showing up, I knew I would follow through. So as long as we keep things to ourselves, there is no accountability. There is no need to follow up and continue on. If you have an off week, it doesn't matter, because no one knows about it. But if you actually share, and if you tell people and they expect you to show up, you will continue on this journey. So that's the big difference. If you were to ask me, okay, what's the difference between just trying to do this on your own versus having community support? It's if you actually show up and say, hey, every single week, I'm going to do a weight loss check-in. Every single week or day, I'm going to post X, Y, and Z. Then you commit to doing it, and others expect to see it, which is different than you hanging out all on your own. So if you need that kind of help, you can always join us, halfsizeme.com/join. But there are tons of different ways you can get support, and I would encourage you to do that, so that way you don't end up stuck by yourself, or you don't end up not making the progress you want to make. All right, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave me any comments for upcoming videos you want me to cover, and I would be happy to do so. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you next week.